Hey, Tim Unkert here, and in this video, we're going to be looking at some functions in C++. And I'm going to write a little program that converts the miles that you need to drive into kilometers. Okay, so I have a C++ file open, and let's include the input-output stream. Okay, and I'm going to just type using namespace std standard. Now, this isn't the best practice. You don't want to just include the whole thing if you're not using the whole thing, but for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to declare a function prototype up here and make a converter which has the conversion rate. Okay, so I'll just make a little comment, function prototype, and we'll call this miles to kilometers. So I'm going to type double, a space, and miles to kilometers with underscores. It's going to take in a double of miles and a double of converter, and we're going to just set that amount right up here. So 1.609 is what you multiply miles by to get kilometers. Okay. All right, so now that I've declared the function prototype, and if I want to call the function from the main function, I don't need to write the function before the main function. Okay, so I'm going to do the main function next. So I'm going to say int main, and we're going to return 0. And then in here, well, we're going to have to get the user to enter in the miles. So what I'm first going to say is cout how many miles are you driving? And then I want to get the variable miles. So I'm going to have them input that. But now what they're going to need to do, what I'm going to need to do is declare a double of miles up here. And then they'll put in the amount. Now I can call the function, and I can say I want to have another variable. Let's say double solution kilometers, and that's going to equal the function miles to kilometers. Since I set the converter, I'm just going to pass in miles up here. And then I can output, you have to drive, and then we'll say solution kilometers, and then a space miles. Okay. All right. And so that's the main function. And now let's actually have the actual function that converts miles to kilometers. So I'm going to say double miles to kilometers. We'll take in double miles, double of converter. And okay, what we're going to do is we're going to output a double, which will be kilometers to drive, km underscore drive, I'll call it. And that's going to be miles times converter. And we'll return kilometers drive, that variable. And we'll close that out and save. And what I'm going to do now is compile this. So let's compile it. We'll say G++. And the name of this function is, actually, let me see. What did I call this? Let me open up a terminal. All right, so I'm going to need to open up the terminal anyways. Call this miles kilometers. Okay. All right, so that's G++ miles kilometer.cpp. Okay, and so that compiled, and now we'll run. So a.out, how many miles am I driving? So I just drove to Colorado. I think it was 1,900 miles. So you have to drive 3,057.1 miles. Whoops. Okay. So let's fix this up a little bit. We don't want that to be miles. It's kilometers. And so let's get rid of that. And then let's make this a little bit nicer. Okay. All right. So let's compile that. Okay. And let's run that again. Okay. How many miles am I driving? 1,800. Okay. I have to drive 3,057.1 kilometers based on this rounding. Anyway, so that's how to make a simple program with a function and a function prototype in C++. I hope that was helpful for you and it inspires you to make your own programs. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, as it really helps the channel grow. Have a great day.